Welcome back to the Mickey from the Midwest podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all don't know what today is the greatest day on earth. First day of the NFL football season. The defending champs will be playing tonight. Kansas City Chiefs versus Detroit Lions. We'll get into that in a second. Like I said, I want to make this quick and fast because I'm getting some wings. Watch the game. We get to wear jerseys to work tomorrow, so that's always cool. Not have to wear work clothes all day. Get to wear the jersey and all that. So I might throw this one on. CJ, I got Vince Young, and I got Henry. I need to get this McNair. Anyways, I want to thank y'all for tuning in today. I'm the first millionaire in the Brooks bloodline. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe to the channel Michi from the Midwest Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe as well. I'm gonna start it off with basketball because we had a nice little move was made from our Los Angeles Lakers. We have signed Christian Woods that just played for Dallas for a 2-year deal. Christian Woods, let me bring up his average. His average from last year was 16.6, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, field goal percentage 51. Now, this helps our team out a lot because if y'all follow the Lakers, AD you can tell as a center, like he doesn't want to play center. He's always want to play power forward. He don't want to be the big guy on the court that much unless he's bigger than the center or whatever. But anyways, I think if they were to, I'm not sure how the lineup gonna go. I know they signed Rui Hachimura back, but if I had the lineup, I would put Wood at the center, AD at power forward, Brian at the 3, Reeves at the 2. No, Reeves at the 1. No, yeah, leave Reeves at the 2 and then D-Lo. But I think they're gonna keep Rui in. I think might possibly let Woods come off the bench, which is cool. I mean, they're gonna fuck around with the lineups and all that. But overall, I think this helps the Lakers. It pushes us up closer to being one of those top teams in the West. I don't got this as number 1. There's still teams out there. You can never count out the defending champs, the Denver Nuggets. Memphis, I know Ja will be back this year. Once he serves his suspension, he'll be back at 100%. Dylan Brooks is out the way. They still got a young team that can compete with Adams coming back, Jared Jackson and all those guys, and Bang. So I would say Denver, Phoenix, Memphis on paper still look like a better team than the Lakers. So I'll say we can get that 4th seed, but like I say, you never know. Like with these lineups, I think if we move the lineups around and don't stick to one lineup all year, like we usually do it at some point, I think that that'll push the pack, and then we can. I can see us making it to the championship game. I can see that, but we gotta see how Phoenix is gonna look. I think Phoenix is still the best team on paper as of now, followed by Denver, and then like I said, maybe Memphis. And you can't forget about Golden State. They're back to competing, playing basketball, and it's a lot that can go down. So that's all I really have for that. I just want to say that he signed a 2-year deal. That's definitely going to help us out. And I'm hoping and praying that they can get them all on the court at the same time and just see like the chemistry. They can build that chemistry right. We have a good shot at making it to the NBA Finals this year. So as of now, I got us. I'll say 3rd or 4th in the Western Conference right now. Moving on, I wanted to tap into the UFC real quick. We got a UFC 293 coming up. I just wanted to give my predictions real quick. The card is solid. It's like probably one fight on here. I didn't know who the hell this dude was, how the fight got on here, but you know at UFC they're not gonna give you a full blown card of straight beast mode all the time. So Starting off the card, we got Tyson Pedro. He's 9-4 versus Anton Turkalov or some shit. 8-2 it looks like. I'm gonna go with Tyson Pedro on that one. Heavyweight fight, we got Austin Lane 12-3 versus Justin Tafa 6-3. I'm gonna go with Tafa for that one. I think he can win that one by knockout. Mano Cake versus Felipe Dos Santos. That's the fight. I don't know these guys. Cake is 18-6. Felipe Dos Santos is 7-0. I'm gonna pull for the undefeated guy because I always like to see UFC fighters get up to like 10 plus undefeated record, and it usually lets me know if they gonna be a contender because you got that they gonna put you up against somebody sooner than later. And we have to see if you can compete with those top dogs. Somebody gonna get that old, but as of now, I'll stick with the Dos Santos. Co-main event, we got Alexander Volkov 36-10 versus Tua Tavasa 15-5. Tavasa, he been taking some ass whoopings. I want to say Cyril Gahn beat the hell out of him. And I can't think of this one dude. He don't stand by for the heavyweight fight right now versus Jones and Mioche. He don't look like he be knocking motherfuckers out, but he be beating the fuck out of people in that division. But he whooped the shit out of Tavasa not too long ago, earlier this year or late last year. But as far as this fight, I'm gonna go with Tavasa to win this one. I think he can pull off the win. Even though Volkov is a big ass dude, I think he can break him down and get the knockout. Main event of the evening, it seemed like my boy fight every goddamn week. But we got Sean Strickland 27-5 versus Israel Adesanya 24-2, the champ. This is for the middleweight title. These two have been barking at each other for the last years or so, just talking big dumb shit to each other. They don't like each other. It's obvious they don't fuck with each other like that, so it always makes the fight more exciting. As far as the fight goes, I see Stylebender knocking his ass out. He gonna knock him out because Strickland gonna come in there a little too cocky. He might think he got Stylebender in trouble at some point in the fight, maybe because he's keeping it close and he ain't been rocked yet. But I can see Stylebender knocking him out. I'm gonna say Stylebender in, I'm gonna say 3 rounds. I'm gonna say Stylebender gets him out in 3 rounds. So for my for the card, again, Tyson Pedro, Justin Tafa, Felipe Dos Santos, Tia Tavasa, and Stylebender. That is my predictions for UFC 293. Make sure y'all tune in. That is this Saturday going down. Moving on, what I wanted to really get to, the only reason I wanted to do the podcast today was because of the football season. Now, what the hell did I just do with it? Let me bring it back up. Damn, I know I'm missing one slide. I want to do the NFL predictions for the week 1. As far as week 1 goes, y'all know it's going to be some type of upset and stuff like that happens. But we got some solid matches coming up, including tonight. I'll start with tonight's game. First game, we got Detroit Lions versus Kansas City Chiefs. I think the champs will defend home and win this game. Travis Kelce will not be playing. Was it Chris Jones, the defensive tackle? He's a top 5 guy. He won't be there. So they got the #1 guy on the offense and defense. As I won't say Mahomes is #1, but the #1 target on offense will be out this game. And the #1 defender on the defense is out this game. So this can be, I think it can be a shootout. I think I was telling somebody at work today earlier that it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be a shootout because I don't think Lions defense there yet. The Chiefs defense been slacking, and now with you got the biggest dude on the field out until he's holding out until y'all pay him his bread. This could be a shootout, but I do believe Chiefs will win this game. Carolina Panthers versus Atlanta. I'm gonna go with the Falcons on that one. I just think that they running core is gonna be able to tear Panthers apart most likely. Even though Panthers had a solid defense last year, But Atlanta got a couple of different pieces this year, and I think they'll be cool. Houston, Texans versus Baltimore, that's a no-brainer. Baltimore probably going to beat the hell out of them. They should win by at least 14, 17 points, I'll say. They'll probably go up 3 scores, and Houston try to hang in there, but I can't even see them scoring at this point. Cleveland Browns versus Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to go with the Bengals to win this game. I know Cleveland is at home, and they got a lot to people expecting a lot from them this year, but like I said, it's just week 1. I'm going to stick with the Bengals to win that one. Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Indianapolis Colts. For the sake of living in Indiana, I'm going for Jacksonville. This is a divisional rival. I don't fuck with neither team. So I'm going to go with Jacksonville just so the Colts fans can shut the fuck up. Because I know once I get to work, everybody going to have their jerseys on tomorrow. They're going to be talking stupid. And they walking right into an ass whooping. So I'm going to go with the Jags on that one. Buccaneers versus Minnesota. Buccaneers got, how about to call this dude, Curtis Mayfield. Baker Mayfield at quarterback. And that should tell you everything you need to know. I'm going to go with Minnesota to win that one. New Orleans Saints versus the Tennessee Titans. Y'all got me fucked up if y'all don't think I'm not rocking with the game. Titans going to win this one. It might start off a little bit. It might start off slow, but we're going to get on their ass. The Saints went out and got Derek Carr. I've never believed in him. He's okay in the regular season, but I don't see them winning this game. I think they're the favorite. Of course, they at home, whatever. Tennessee Titans. Nothing else to be said. 49ers versus Pittsburgh. This could be a close game right here because Pittsburgh got a nice little young core. The defense is back, led by T.J. Watt. They got Fitzpatrick back there at the safety. Who else they got? They got a few more people. That D-line is nasty on Pittsburgh. You know they always play tough football. But 49ers are coming off a bad loss to the Eagles in the NFC Championship game. It went bad because the quarterback got injured on the first play of the game, I want to say. I know they're looking for vengeance, so they looking for the smoke versus any team. They trying to make it back to where they was and try to get there healthy. So I'm going to go with the 49ers to pull this one off. Arizona Cardinals versus Washington Commanders. Arizona, Kyler Murray is still out. He's nursing that ACL injury from last year. The Arizona Cardinals are projected to be the worst team in the league this year. So I got Commanders winning this. Their defense should smother whoever the starting quarterback is for the Cardinals. I'm not even sure who started. It might be Josh because he played for the Titans last year and he went back to Cleveland. But I'm pretty sure Arizona picked him up. So shit, look out, be with him tomorrow. The afternoon game, those are the 1 p.m. games. The late afternoon, we got 4:25 games. We got Green Bay Packers versus the Bears. Now with this game right here, this division is wide open. Aaron Rodgers took his talents to the Jets. Fields is Fields, but they went out and got DJ Moore. They still got Mooney. They got a lot of speed out there. If that offensive line can play somewhat decent, middle of the pack, they'll be okay. They went out there and beefed up their defense with, grabbing a couple of linebackers. So the Bears should be all right. As far as this matchup, I'm going to go with the Bears to win this one. Denver versus the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm not sure who the Raiders, actually I do. Jimmy Garoppolo is the Raiders quarterback. I really don't believe in him, just like I didn't believe in Derek Carr. I'm going to go with Denver to win this game at home. They got a lot on the line. Every game counts for them because Russell Wilson had one of the worst games of his career last year. They try to make it back. They gotta fix their whole identity this season. So I'm going to go with Denver to win that one. Miami versus the Los Angeles Chargers. This should be another good one. This is a divisional game. I want to say I got the Chargers winning this one. The reason why is because Jalen Ramsey is out. Now, as far as Miami's offense, they got a legit offense. There's no debating that. But as far as the defense, if you don't got a shutdown corner, somebody's going to have to stop one of them dudes. They're going to have to stop Mike Williams or they're gonna have to stop Palmer or Keenan Allen. If any of those two dudes go off, it's gonna be a problem. And then you can't forget about Elkler being a dual back, coming out the backfield. He's running the ball and he's getting out there in the passing game. So they went out and got offensive coordinator Kellen Moore from the Cowboys that was let go, and they should be a top 5 offense this year. I'm gonna go with the Chargers for that one. Next game, we got the Patriots and the defending NFC champions, Philadelphia Eagles. The Patriots don't have Tom Brady. They got Mac Jones at quarterback. They don't have a #1 wide receiver at the moment because Juju Smith just, I think they said he got some knee injury or something like that, and he's gonna have to nurse for a couple of weeks, so he won't be out there. I can't name another player on the Patriots. I honestly can't. So I'm gonna go with the Eagles to win this one. They should win by a large margin. Next game we got is the Rams versus the Seahawks. This is another team. The Rams just won the Super Bowl a couple of years ago, and now they just look normal because, the age is kicking in. They let a lot of people go. They don't have room to make no big moves. So Seattle is still a solid team. Their defense was getting better at the end of the year. As far as the offense goes, you got Metcalf. I want to say they went out there and got a rookie wide receiver. You still got Tyler Lockett. And Geno Smith, man, he looked 10 times better than Russell Wilson did in that uniform. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks to win that one. Sunday night game, we got Dallas Cowboys versus the New York Giants. This should be another solid game. I always love watching the divisional games. I'm not sure who Giants went out there and got. I know they re-signed, they gave Saquon Barkley they franchise tagged him to keep him around for another year. They paid Daniel Jones, and the Cowboys went out and got Brandon Cook. That's a speed receiver. That's going to be their deep threat this year. And on defense, they went out there and got Stephon Gilmore. So now you got Stephon Gilmore on one side of the field, and you got Diggs on the other side. 2 solid shutdown cornerbacks. You got Michael Parsons. You got that defensive line. They got a couple of linebackers. The Cowboys look good on paper. I think I can see them going deep into the playoffs this year as well. But as far as this game goes, I got the Cowboys winning this one. They should win by maybe 7-10 points. It's going to be a close one because they both know each other well. But I'm going to go with the Cowboys to win that one. And then the Monday night game, I can't wait for this one because Hard Knocks has been decent. I've enjoyed it. I got one more episode. I got to see this last episode. But they've been talking crazy shit. They talking like they already got the Super Bowl one. Bring out the confetti. Bring out the goddamn trophy for these dudes. That's the way they're feeling right now. They will be taking on the Buffalo Bills. Shout out to the Danville native, Trent Sherfield. He plays for Buffalo Bills now. I think he's going to be up in that slot. They should put him in the slot. They got Diggs out there. They got Gabe Davis out there. So I don't got a lot of tools out there, man. So as far as the game goes, I think the Jets will win this one. If you look at what they got, they went all in. They got the same defense back from last year, led by Quentin Williams, the big defensive tackle that can't nobody stop. They went out and got Aaron Rodgers. They went out and got Dalvin Cook, and Aaron Rodgers bought all his receivers with him pretty much. He bought Lazard. He bought Randall Cobb, that's pretty much mentoring the young dudes. And then they got Garrett Wilson, the defending offensive rookie of the year. And then you got Breece Hall that tore his ACL backing up Dalvin Cook. So they pretty much loaded if you think about it. I know a lot of people are on Buffalo bad, like they've been like that for the last 3 or 4 years, saying Buffalo going to the Super Bowl. I got a homie that's a diehard Buffalo fan, but them motherfuckers, I still don't see it, man. The shit with Diggs and Allen, like Diggs wants the ball, like he wants the ball majority of the game. If he's wide open, he's cussing Allen out. They had their little issues like any other team. But as far as the game goes, I'm going to say I'm gonna go with the Jets to win this one. I can't see Aaron Rodgers losing his first game at home on the big stage, Monday Night Football. I'm pretty sure he got a solid record, one of the best records on Monday Night Football. I have to look that up. I'm pretty sure it's so. But yeah, those are my predictions for the week. I can't wait for this game, man. 8:25 tonight. The Chiefs and the Lions. I'm ready to watch that. I got my parlays in. Um, Last thing I want to speak on as far as football, because I did not do a prediction on the on my team, and I just want to get back to it. Where did it go? Not that one. Here we go. Let me get back to it. Where did it go? Yeah, so as far as the schedule go for the Titans, I can see us winning 10 games at the lowest. I think we can win at least 10 games this year. Or selling, I'm going to say 12 games. Just to go through the season, I'm going to walk y'all right through it as far as my predictions. I think we beat the Saints. Chargers, that's an iffy one right now. Cleveland, we could beat them. The Bengals, are we at home there? I think we beat the Bengals at home. We could beat the Colts. Baltimore, we're playing in London. I'm not sure about that game. Those two iffy games right there. It's Baltimore Chargers. Atlanta, we could wipe their nose. Pittsburgh is going to be a tough one. It's always a battle. It's at, that's at Pittsburgh. That's going to be a tough one. So I said that's 3 games right there. Tampa Bay, we're going to beat them. Jacksonville, in Jacksonville, that's going to be a close game. I think we can pull it off. I really believe we can sweep them. But I can also see them getting up on us at home. So that's a game to watch out for. Carolina, I'm not too shook on them. Colts, we're going to sweep them. Miami will be a good game. That's a Monday Night Football game in Miami, depending on how we're looking at the time. I believe we can beat them because we beat them plenty of times before. And this is Tannehill's former team. Usually quarterbacks that play this former team go out there and try to make a point. Houston, Texans, we're going to beat them. Seattle, that's the game before Christmas. That's going to be a tough one. And then we finish with Houston and then Jacksonville again. So out of that, the only threats I see on here is the Chargers, Bengals, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and Seattle, and possibly one of those Jacksonville games. So that's 6 losses right there. That's our still. I think we can't lose no more than 6 games. Moving along, as I finish up with the sports, on music, I had 2 topics I wanted to speak on real quick. One was for those that have been following like rappers getting out of jail, out of prison, stuff like that all years. A lot of dudes went to jail like years ago. One of them being the hot boy BG. He has been locked up for 12 years, 11 to 12 years, and he finally got out. I remember last year they had a video of this dude that looked like him, but his teeth was protruding, like big ass teeth, and it wasn't even him. Like everybody was going crazy, saying like BG home and all that shit, but it wasn't him. The real BG got out. Birdman met him there, picked him up and everything. Told him to check his account. I think he looked out for him on some bread. I'm pretty sure he got him a car. He got him everything he needed. So salute the Birdman for standing down. Wait for his brother to come home, man. I really hope that out of this, that they finally get that Hot Boy reunion. I know most of them ain't talked a year, like Wayne, who we got? Wayne, Juvie, Turk, BG, Birdman, and Manny Fresh is running around with him. But I think they should do a reunion, man. I know everybody getting up there in the age, but still, this is what the world been waiting for. A lot of groups that broke up years ago and stuff, we never knew like the background story. Now that BG's out, we're gonna hear a lot of background stories because when Turk got out, he started telling everything. Wayne don't really be talking about much. Birdman don't really talk about much. Juvie fuck with some of the people. He fuck with some of them and some of them he don't. But I'm interested to hear what BG got to say, man. I know like 12 years doing a bid like that. I can't remember what he went in for, but it was glad to see that he's finally out. So I just want to say welcome home, BG. Shit, I'm hoping he gets some music out there because he's one of my favorite in the group. Also in news for music, Diddy has handed publishing rights back to some of his Bad Boy artists, including Faith Evans, Mace, the Notorious B.I.G. estate, and the Locks. If anybody's followed Diddy, y'all would know like most of these managers, these producers, these that got all these big companies and shit, all these groups that been the owners, they have all their artists publishing deal for the most part, and they have to pretty much they hold on to it. They get all the majority of the bread, or if not all the bread, until their contract is up. And then once that, I think, don't quote me on this, but I'm thinking it's like 20 to 30 years or some shit like that, that you get your publishing back, and then you can start making bread off that. So from what I was reading, they offered Diddy. They wanted to buy his catalog, but if you buy his catalog, you got to include all of his artists pretty much. He's already a millionaire, close to a billionaire, if not a billionaire. They was trying to make sure he's a billionaire if he sold all this, but instead he decided, you know what, I'm gonna right my wrongs and give everybody their shit back, man. So that was good to hear. I know him and Mace been into it for some years. With them being a power group at one point back in the days, for them to fall out the way they did, it's fucked up, but we've always heard these type of stories about Diddy. I'm just glad that he's finally starting to fix the problems that he's had. So now, as far as giving back publishing deals, you shouldn't be hearing your mouth about other people. But it's other people that he's still gonna want to, just get it right. But right now, this is something big. This was bold of him. Big salute to Diddy for even doing that, because he could have been a bitch ass nigga and said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and get this billion. And y'all get y'all bread and feed y'all family how y'all want to. But at this point in my life, you ain't got nothing else to prove, man. I know he just made a new album and stuff, but you got more money than a little. Go ahead and get these people their publishing deals back and let them get their money, because they are the artists. They should be the ones getting the money in the first place. So that's something I never understood. Obviously I'm not a rapper. I'm not in the music industry. I never understood how or why somebody was. I can see why they would sign a deal to get that fast money, to get that image, to get your name out there. But it's still like, dog, if I sign a deal, I want to get paid for my shit. I'm not about to be paying you 100% of my shit, and I'm out here. The only money I'm getting is when I go take my show on the road. If I go get money for popping up and all that shit, that shit ain't cool to me. But that's how a lot of producers are in the music game. But yeah, salute to Diddy, man, for coming through and fixing his name. You feel me? What else do I want to talk about? The next thing I want to talk about was as far as the detox I did. I told y'all last week I was gonna try juicing for a week. I was supposed to do 4 days so far. I'm at 3 days. What I pretty much did, I got a juicer downstairs. I just pretty much mixed up some fruit. I looked up some fruits and vegetables. The juice recipes and stuff on Instagram I ran across. One of them I can say that the best one, the one that tasted the best so far to me, I made a apple, kiwi, pineapple, celery, and cucumber juice. And I juiced that up. I had 2 of those today, so far I got 1 more to drink in this next hour. And I'll be done juicing for today. But so far, like, I had an issue with them. I know one day I had Chipotle, and it was just a bunch of rice, and like, it really ain't do nothing for me. But as far as the juicing, I drank it first thing when I woke up, 5, I waited till about 6 o'clock and drank it. That was the first thing I drank. And throughout the day, I was just sipping on water. 12 o'clock, I drank the other one, sip on water for all the day, go to the gym for the day I did go. And then I had that last one at about 6 p.m. and I was cool. Like, I had energy. I wasn't feeling tired. I wasn't exhausted. Because I think my main issue is that drinking Starbucks 3, 4, sometimes 5 times out the week, drinking all that sugar and all that caramel stuff, it gets you geeked up. But then as that sugar settles in, it'll have you all tired and drowsy and shit like that. So I mean, I was cool with it. It wasn't too bad. I do want to try to aim for doing it 4 days out the week. I know I'm going on the highway tomorrow, so possibly I can do it tomorrow. Saturday I got a wedding to go to, and then Sunday is the football games that I'm watching from the moment that shit come on all the way to the last game Sunday night. So if you look into juice, just get on Instagram, look up some recipes, and just try it. Buy you a little juicer. I think that juicer down there was like $50, maybe $40. Cut the fruit up, put it up in there, wash the fruit off, cut it up, put it in there, let the juice get up in your jar, get you some mason jars, throw them in the refrigerator. And it's simple, it's an easy cleanup. It's healthier. You putting fruits and vegetables in, that's really all you need. You don't need to eat a burger every day or go to Taco Bell and all that type of stuff. And I'm just trying to find different ways to focus on my health because as a youngin', nobody taught me these things. When I was young, we was eating whatever the fuck was in the crib. If mama made chicken, that's what the fuck you eating, some chicken. On the first of the month, we was eating fish. We was having egg rolls or a piece of whatever, any type of shit like that. But as far as like eating healthy, it's never been a popular thing in the black community. You know, we grew up on soul food. You know, when they get to Thanksgiving, everybody want chitlins, they want ham, steak, all type of shit. But we gotta start working. We gotta start focusing on our health at some point. I'm in my late 30s, so I'm starting to take my health a lot more serious because as I started gaining weight from all this sugar and stuff, I can feel my body becoming different, and it wasn't a good look for me. So I'm on my way to change my diet up a little bit. So yeah, try juicing, man. If y'all need any tips or anything or whatever, or where I got my juice or anything, just comment on the link. Or hit me up on the DM or something on one of my social media platforms. Next thing I wanted to get into right quick as we wrapping up this episode, man. This was a quick one. Like I said, I'm ready for this game. I'm geeked. I'm definitely getting some wings today too, by the way. 5 stocks that I'm actually in right now, and I just want to give y'all an update on the prices right now. Bank of America is $28.22. Wells Fargo is $40.49. Physical gold share ETF is $18.37. Amazon is $135.53, and Apple is $176.96. I'm always going to speak on Apple because that's my number one share. It was up to 189 last week, but as the research shows, September is the worst month to invest in shares or to look to invest. So I expect the stocks to drop a little bit, but I know at some point they're gonna shoot back up after we get out this month. But as of now, what I do, as I told y'all before in episodes, on Robinhood, you could actually have shares and you can have buying power. Buying power is just money you put on there that you deposit on there. So it's just like a bank account. You can take that money out anytime you want to. But that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna just put my money there for now. With Apple dropping as low as it did right now, dropping like $15 over the week. Yeah, about $15. I'm gonna go ahead and grab me another one while it's down low. Like I gotta take the dip on that one because I've done my research on certain ones. So I'm gonna end up buying another one just at the dip right now, so I can continue to build my portfolio. So those are the 5 stocks I got for y'all. Wrapping up the show, man. I wanted to, for my top 5 today, this being football season, my top 5 is top 5 things I hope happens this season. The first thing I want to see Derrick Henry, this possibly being his last year in Tennessee, unless we re-sign him. The way that the running back market is valued these days, as they've spoke on lately, they don't want to pay running backs. They'd rather pay the quarterback. They'd rather pay the cornerbacks and shit like that. For some reason, they don't fuck with the running backs like that when they are the workhorse of the damn team. I want to see him break the rushing record. I believe if he didn't get hurt, if he didn't break his foot a couple of years ago, And then the year before that, when he finished like 100 or something, 100, 200 yards off, I believe with this extra game, a healthy Derrick Henry, now that we got D Hops, that's an option that's going. They're not going to get a stack the box on us. I believe that he can have a historical run this year and break that rushing record. So that's one thing I want to see. Lamar Jackson, I want to see him throw for at least 5,500. I know he said he want to throw for 6,000. I want to see him throw for 5,500. I'm not sure if he even threw for 5,000 yet. But for him to come into the league and for them to say they're gonna switch him positions, put him at running back or some wide receiver or something like that instead of playing quarterback, for him to win MVP on the time with Brady and them in the league, Rodgers and all that, for him to win MVP, I believe this would set his name in stone even more as a one day, soon to be one day, Hall of Famer if he can go out there and throw for like 5,500 yards. He got they got Zay Flowers, Odell Beckham, and Mark Andrews, tight end, the top 3, top 5 tight end in the league. And then they got running backs that's dual backs as well. So I can see him throwing for at least 5,000, but I'm gonna say 5,500 for him this year. The next thing I had on here is the Cowboys to make the NFC Championship. I want this just for the sake of all my Cowboy fans, all the Cowboy fans out there, all my homies that's Cowboy fans, diehard fans. I know a lot of them. That's America's team, they say. But these motherfuckers ain't won shit since, dog, it had to be like 90 something. That's the last time I can't recall the last time they even went to the NFC Championship. But for the sake of the Cowboy fans, I want the Cowboys to make the NFC Championship. And I know that'll get Skip Bayless so motherfucking happy. But the Eagles, the 49ers, Seahawks. It's a few teams out there that I can say can play spoiler, but I believe that the 49ers, I have to agree with one of my homies, that the 49ers and the Eagles are the top 2 teams in the NFC, but the Cowboys are right there with them. I believe that they can compete with both of them. It's all going to come down to that. They went out there and got another receiver. They went out there and got another defensive back, much needed because he was usually one getting cooked if Diggs wasn't covering a person. I just want the Cowboys to do something special this year, man. I think that'll get the world geek and get them talking again and make them believe that they can make it to the Super Bowl. So, Cowboys to the NFC Championship. This one, the next one is, I want to see my Titans make it to the AFC Championship. We made it to the AFC Championship. We've been right on the cusp of doing that, but we lost on bullshit, like against the Chiefs and stuff. They went on to win a Super Bowl that year. Baltimore, we could have beat them that year. We fucked it up at the end of the game. With this team we got now, not to speak because it's my team, but with us to go get us an actual number 1 receiver, since we don't have A.J. Brown no more, to have him as the number 1 receiver, to have Burks, a young dude that's showing some type of potential if he can stay healthy, Derrick Henry, and then drafting a backup Spears. I think as far as the offensive line goes, we went out there and got the positions we needed. We don't have Lawan no more. I know he's been tearing his ACLs these last couple of years, and his knee's probably shot now. But our offensive line is a concern still. I got to see how they play together. The defensive line, we got what we need on the defensive line. The linebacker core, we got what we need there. The cornerbacks, the safeties, Hooker and Bayard, we got all that. We got all the pieces. We just got to find ways to beat the top teams. And I do believe we can make our way to the AFC Championship. Not saying we can make it to the Super Bowl at the moment, but I do believe that we can compete and go against maybe the Bengals, Chiefs, Bills, or Baltimore up in the AFC Championship. And I do believe that we can beat one of those teams. But only time I can tell, man. I know I'm always geek, just like any other NFL fan at the beginning of the year. And we'll see how it goes. And the last thing I want to see a blockbuster trade this year. I want to see a blockbuster trade. I know a team to keep an eye on is the Rams. They have Donald. He's older now. Cup is coming off an injury. those two people right there, I think that they can go anywhere. And somebody gonna want them. They're gonna give up a lot to get them. I know the Rams traded away a lot of their future. They traded a lot of first round picks out, but it resulted in a Super Bowl. So those are my 5 things right there that I want to happen this year. Like I said, not just to the fellas, but the ladies that watch football with your man and all that stuff. Happy football day, man. This is week 1. I can't wait for this game to start, man. I said I'm about to get me some wings and get ready for the game, get prepped. I got my Lay's, the Cooler Ranch. Y'all need to really get some of them boys. Them Dorito Cooler Ranch Lay's chips. They on point, for real. I know it sounds fat and all that, and I sound juicing, but them chips hitting, for real. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Another episode. I think it's like episode 19 since I started doing the videos again. Just chilling at the crib, man. I just want to thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Be on the lookout this Sunday, sometime during the day. I'm going to drop the top 5 for Madden 24. We should be starting our league this week as well as the rosters update. Y'all will be seeing a lot of my top 5 plays from my BFAR group, from Ball Out Leagues. Salute to both of those leagues. I've been there for quite some time now. And I'm going to be getting my highlights. I got the Bears and the Rams in there. I got to figure out how to get them together. The Bears is solid. The Rams is my biggest proposition right now. So, like I said, I just want to thank y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all enjoy y'all some football tonight. Enjoy y'all some football this weekend. Salute to my lady's mom getting married this Saturday. I'll be attending that wedding. Football on Sunday. UFC on Saturday. Also on Saturday is Colorado again. Look out for Deion Sanders leading this team in Nebraska to play. After this pull off an upset against TCU, a team that just got out the championship game. It's a lot of sports going on this week, man. I just want to thank y'all for tuning in. If you want to try juicing, comment, DM me, whatever. If it's any topics y'all want me to cover at some point during the season or whatever, or any topic, just DM me and I'll throw it on here. And if you want to be a guest, we can make that happen too. We can just jump on Zoom and make a video or whatever. But like I said, thank y'all again for tuning in, man. I'm Michi from the Midwest Podcast, man. Thank you.